Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rocketcraft with me, DJ Haribo. How are you all doing? I hope you are all having a great day. So, it's been about 5 minutes since I last made a farm, and to be honest, I'm having some serious withdrawal symptoms. So, I thought we could do something today that involves not one, not two, but 3 farms. That's right, we're going to be building 3 farms today. um, First one, as you probably guessed it, is going to involve these guys here. Because we need some turtle eggs. And turtles are not something that I've faffed around with so far. I went and bought 4 from Wondernut in her pet shop. But then when I came over to where I'm actually going to be building the other 2 farms, I spotted these 2 guys chilling on the shore. So I was like, well, I might as well make use of you, because I think I need about 13 turtle eggs for this farm, I think, something like that. So, well, that's for each of them. I'm going to be building 2 of a particular type of farm that's going to use turtle eggs. So, let's just breed these guys and see exactly where they want to go lay the eggs, because of course this might not be their home beach, but I'm going to pen these guys in here. And yeah, I think it's making a beeline to go round that fence there, so we'll see what comes of that. Right, so after making no one sleep on the server for a couple of nights, we've got some babies finally. The other 2, the mummy and the daddy have gone now, but we've got our 2 little bubbies. Look at how small they are. They're like the smallest mob in the game, like so small. Yeah, they're even smaller than Sonic. Yeah, that's right, I went there. Let me just quickly skip this thunderstorm, because I don't want them getting like struck by lightning or something. That is just my luck. Hang on. Right, so here we go then. We've got our baby turtles. So from these 2 turtles here, they were born in this little pen. So this is their home beach. So when we breed these together, they're going to lay their eggs here, and then we're going to get loads of eggs, and then we'll be able to make lots and lots of turtles. Right, so while we're over here, I thought I'd show you the other area that we're going to be building up on a few of these other farms. So we've come to a frozen ocean biome, or as I call it, an iceberg biome, but yeah, it's one of these ones with all the packed ice. So I've marked out with some snow blocks that I've got. We have got a couple of chunks marked out, and we're right next to a mesa, which I know that makes no sense, having like a biome that's so hot next to a biome that's so cold, but don't question Minecraft. We're kind of like due south almost of the western area and Sonic's Castle Island. This iceberg biome was unclaimed by anyone. It wasn't near anyone's bases or anything, so this was the perfect place to build the other 2 farms that we could be building today. And one of those is going to be an ice farm, because I need a lot of ice for this farm. So much ice. It's like the main building block. Don't ask me why it needs to be made out of ice, and the ceiling needs to be made out of ice. But yeah, there's Sonic's Creeper Farm. That's like the nearest other structure. So, right, let's just quickly go back and check on our turtles, which should be almost fully grown by now. I hope. I mean, I might just go get a load of seagrass and just feed them it. And hang on, where's my turtles? They can't have climbed out, can they? Can they? Where's my babies? So that didn't work. So what I've done is I've come back to my base and I've built the world's smallest, most crampedest turtle farm in history, and it's now just a writhing mass of green bodies and flippers just all falling over each other, and I can't even see the eggs anymore. There's so many. So I think we're gonna have to thin their numbers now. I'm sorry to do this to you, turtles, but it does lead me on to the other thing. You know, this week I want to try and get. Oh, we've got some babies. We've got some babies down there. They're so small. We're going to try and get some heads from these guys. That's going to be my mission. We've got the eggs that we needed, so I thought we'd breed up a load of extra ones and get some turtle heads from these guys for this week. And yeah, that's something that I need because I don't have a lot of them. So now hopefully we'll be able to see the babies under here, and we'll see the eggs as well, and I won't accidentally stand on the eggs because I've done that a few times and broken them. But yeah, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but turtles appear to be the only mob in the game. Ah, there we go, we got a turtle head. Turtles appear to be the only mob in the game that will actually drop the item that you need to breed them. Is that right? So they drop seagrass. They're the only mob that does that, aren't they? Like the item that you would then need to breed them by killing them. But hey ho, that's Minecraft for you. But yeah, we've got a turtle head, so it is very beautiful. And I'm gonna murder the rest of these guys, and hopefully we'll get some more heads from them. But we've certainly got all of the eggs that we're going to be needing now for this next portion of the farm build. So let me just carefully navigate around them so as I don't crush them. And of course that's given these guys a little bit of extra room now, so they can now lay some eggs. So I'm going to whip out my trusty Silk Touch pickaxe and just mine some of these up. I mean, it's completely random how many they lay. It could be 1, it could be 4, or any number in between, or 2 or 3. Ignore the booming going on in the background there. That is actually the wither, because I'm kind of near my wither farm. With the rose farm, but yeah, this looks like it's going to be plenty of eggs. So if you could just move over, thank you. They make such a weird noise as well. Yep, I want those eggs, thank you. Right, so next part of the plan is an ice farm, and this is actually made by Nox, one of our recent new players that's joined us. She came up with this design that's completely tileable, so I've built like 6 slices of it, and I've sped it up about 70 times faster than the actual game itself. As you can see, like the sun is sort of zooming past as we're slowly making some ice. It's not like the fastest farm in the world. It's designed for you to just sort of AFK for a few hours, and you know, so that's what I've done. I've just AFK'd it for a few hours. It's a brilliant design, and I will link her video in the description as well. So if you want to build this ice farm yourself, it is very useful, because ice is actually a lot more useful than you realise for some mob farms. So thank you very much, Nox, for putting me onto this. She does actually run the ice shop in town as well, but unfortunately she hasn't got any normal ice in stock, and she's not going to be on for the foreseeable because of her hand is causing her some issues. So I needed ice, so I built this ice farm that she designed. So it seems to be working sort of reasonably well. As you can see, it's pushing them along as they get formed, and then pushes them down, and then you'll get like these big 12 block slices. Like 11 is the maximum length, and then 12 would be the maximum depth that they can push the pistons. So yeah, a couple of hours you'll get, I don't know, a couple of stacks of ice out of it. So I'm going to need a lot more ice though, so I'm going to be like mining a little bit of the iceberg biome around the edges, and then letting it regrow, and then mining a little bit more and letting it refreeze. So yeah, it's not a lot of ice needed. Right, so I've got a load of ice, and as you know, I am a little bit of a derp, and when I was filming that ice time-lapse there, I turned the quality down so that it wouldn't take up like hundreds of gigabytes of my hard drive to record a couple of hours of it while I went AFK. And for the rest of this episode, I forgot to turn the video quality back up, so it's not like the worst quality in the world, but it's definitely not what you're used to seeing from my videos. So I do apologise for the slightly lower quality for the rest of this episode. Like I say, I am a derp. I totally forgot to turn it back up, and I just got carried away building the rest of these farms. So we are now going to jump into building the third farm of the day, and that is going to be a drowned farm. That's right, we're building a drowned farm. Well, we're not just building one, but we're going to build 2. So I'm just going to talk you through this one. We've got a trident killer at the bottom, obviously, because we want to get the looting 3 effect. We've got some fence gates in the middle there to stop anything water-wise flowing down into it, even though there is a waterlogged piston down there with 2 impaling 5 tridents to kill those drowns double quick time, 1 hit trident kill. Then we've got a turtle egg down the bottom there. That is going to lure them down, and then we've got 4 more turtle eggs about 4 layers up. Then we're basically just going to be building up loads and loads and loads of layers of ice, making a giant funnel, and then when we get to the top we're going to fill it with water at the top, and it's just going to all flow down into the middle. So any drowns that will spawn in here, they're just going to see the turtle egg, and they're just going to want to hit it. They just want to crush it and destroy it, and they just get carried away with that, because drowns are actually one of the only mobs that can well, hostile mobs anyway, that can actually fight against water currents. So you need to manipulate them in other ways, and the turtle egg is the way that we're going to do that. So we're just going to build up a few more rings here of this ice farm. It's actually this farm is designed by Golden Helmet, who is a very underrated Bedrock YouTuber. I suggest you go check him out. I will link his video in the description. Of course, there are other drown farms available for Bedrock by other very talented YouTubers like Rufus Atticus, but that one produces a lot of fish and squid as well, and I do not want any of that really. I know like there is a few fish and squid in here because they've spawned in those very bottom water sources down where the soul sand is, but the majority of this farm is just going to be drowns and the tridents and stuff. So I've come up the top quickly just so you can see them spawning in like crazy. I mean, this is in real time. I've not sped this footage up. This is like how fast they actually spawn in this farm, and that is because in an iceberg biome, like a frozen ocean biome, for whatever reason, drowns spawn 4 times more likely. Like they spawn in like 4 times a greater number than in any other biome. So if you're going to build a drown farm, you need an iceberg biome, and you know they're just spawning in like crazy. Like you can have like 4 or 5 in the cap at any one point, and then once they're gone, then the game will try and generate some more, and it's just never ending. I mean, obviously I'm stood quite close to this edge here, so they're only really going to be spawning on that side there. But once I'm in my proper AFK spot, they'll be spawning anywhere in this farm basically. So as you can see, yeah, Bedrock, the herd spawning mechanics, so you could get anywhere between 1 and 4 drowns spawned from the same spawn attempt, which is awesome as well. So babies as well, you know, any of them that clock those turtle eggs, they're just going to keep going down and down and down. And yeah, it's a really, really clever design. So very happy with this, and what I'm going to do is I think we'll AFK it for an hour or so and see what sort of rates we can get out of this thing. Right, so we have AFK'd this thing for an hour, and can we just take a moment, everyone, to appreciate the beauty in the background there of the mesa biome blending into the mega taiga biome. That is just a wonder to behold in this game, and the rest of this mesa biome is just beautiful. Just in the distance there you can see Gamer McGamerson's little homestead, and the western area is just kind of out of view from here, which is just coming along in leaps and bounds thanks to Mojo. He's just a machine. So let's have a little looky and see how much we've got from 1 hour of AFK in this thing. There's so many tridents, and I just don't need the tridents. The only reason we want this farm is for the gold, but not for the gold because we've got a gold farm. But what? Oh my god, it's filled up all 4. Is it actually backing up after 1 hour? Yeah, it's actually backing up. This is just insane. Like, how could this farm produce so much? It's just bonkers. So anyway, we don't actually want the gold, we want copper. Right, so my silent partner in this venture is none other than Mr. Darth Lanny himself, and as you can see up there, we've got 1 farm built, but I've actually got positions marked out for another 2. So we're definitely going to be building another one. I don't know if we'll build the 3rd one today. I'm not sure if we'll build it at all. I just don't know if it's going to be needed, because that one farm there was just bonkers. It produced quite a lot of gold for just an hour's AFK. So Lanny has very helpfully mined up a load more ice from the iceberg biome here, because we just need so much ice for this build, and that packed ice doesn't want to be in there. But yeah, just regular ice is what we want here. So I'm going to take those shulkers and we're going to get to building another one of these farms. So as you're all aware, I'm sure by now, that after the 1.17 update, Drowns will drop a copper ingot instead of a gold ingot. So that's why I'm very interested to see the rates of the gold ingots, because that should give me a pretty good idea of how many copper ingots we could expect from a farm such as this. I know it's maybe not the most efficient way to farm copper, but you know, the fact that you could just AFK this thing overnight, and yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. There's a few gold in there. We'll have a look in the chest above. Still so much other stuff. So yeah, that's from 1 hour. So what we're going to do, we're going to hop over and we're going to check out the other farm. Now obviously, once this is all set up properly, we'll grab the gold from this side so we can compare it. Once this is all set up properly, there'll be like an item sorter. We'll just be sieving out just the gold for now, and then absolutely everything else is going to be burnt. I know that seems like such a waste of tridents and rotten flesh. No, not really the rotten flesh. No one's going to miss that, but the tridents, they're useful, yeah, and especially early game. But we're at that sort of late game stage now where tridents are not really that difficult to get hold of. So I'm going to save a couple of shulkers of this stuff. Lanny's going to sell some in his hole, but the rest of the tridents, I'm afraid, are now just going to get burnt from this point onwards because we just don't need them. So there's another bit of gold there, and some more gold in there. And I don't think there's any in the hopper here, no, because it wasn't that backed up. So we have got, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is about 5 and a bit stacks of gold ingots. So that should be 5 and a bit stacks of copper ingots, give or take, after the update in 1.17, which is now hopefully not that far away. So maybe only a month or so away, and you know, obviously I'm ahead of the game with this, but as you know, in the last episode I've built a mansion, or half built it, because it needs copper to finish the roof off. So I'm not sure, I'm not 100% that I'm going to build a third one of these farms over this frozen ocean biome, but 2, I think, as you should agree, will be probably enough, because you know, 5 stacks of copper ingots an hour is not bad, is it really? So yeah, that's gonna pretty much draw a conclusion on this episode of Rocketcraft. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun making some farms again, because like I say, I was starting to get withdrawal symptoms of not building farms. Whoa, how did I not smash my face into that thing there? Right, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button, guys, and be sure to check out the Twitch streams every Thursday for the lottery draw, and I will see you for another episode of Rocketcraft very soon. Take care, bye for now.